Hey guys, this is Comely from LOL King here to bring you through the Assassin update for Talon, the Blade's Shadow. First, let's take a look at Riot's goals for this rework. They want to add skill expression in his kill pattern, consequently improve game health, give him unique assassin-appropriate abilities to differentiate him, and lean into his identity as the roaming AD assassin. He's had pretty much every part of his kit reworked to reach these goals, so let's get into his kit and see what's new. First up is the new passive Blade's End. His spells wound enemy champions and epic monsters for 6 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. When they have 3 stacks on them, Talon's next basic attack will cause them to bleed for significant damage over 2 seconds. It has base damage that goes up as you level, and while the numbers can change, right now it's sitting at a healthy 200% bonus AD scaling as well. Talon's Q is still called Nexonian Diplomacy, but now functions differently. He will leap to the target, dealing damage, or if it's cast up close, instead of leaping, he will crit for 150% damage. If this skill kills a unit, it will restore some health and refund half the cooldown. There's a lot of versatility here. It's a nice little sustained farm tool with the heal and reduce cooldown. It acts as a gap closer or a higher burst skill depending on how you use it. Next up is the W, which is still called Rakes and functions at least recognizably to how it did before. A volley of blade goes out and comes back in, however there is now a delay before they come back in. On the blade's return, they not only apply the slow like they do with the current version, but it also does more damage on the way back. Also, because of the way the new passive works, hitting them both on the way in and out means you can Q in and cause the 3 stacks, which you can then proc with an auto and get a healthy burst of damage. That's going to be really important in the landing phase if you manage to hit the W. Now, if you haven't seen Talon's new E yet, get ready. The old and busted one is gone now that the Q can gap close and Assassin's Path takes its place. Assassin's Path is a great name because it basically turns the game into Assassin's Creed. This spell vaults Talon over the nearest structure or terrain in the targeted direction. The speed of the vault is affected by his movement speed. That's all this spell does. No stats or scaling or damage or anything, and it's still great. When you go over a particular piece of terrain, it will gain a red border and prevent you from going over it again for a bit. That time goes down with each rank in E, and right now it scales from between 150 and 50 seconds, and it has a 2-second cooldown between uses. The great thing about this skill to me is how simple it is. It just offers you the chance to move over terrain, and you can really do it often as long as you are doing it in different spots, and it really asks you to find the best way to use it rather than making it clear exactly how it's supposed to be used. There are other roamers that can move over walls to get around wards and such, but they come with a lot of restrictions in cooldown or which walls they can go over, the angles they can do it, and this skill has much less restriction. If you don't see Talon, suddenly you have to be afraid of his flank angles, which happen to be different than everyone else because of this skill. Talon also has to make choices such as using a wall to initiate in, or do you need to save that particular wall for an escape after you get your target. I love that sort of thing. This skill feels so fun to use. If it looks fun, I promise it's even better to be in control of. I'm really looking forward to everyone getting to try it out. Lastly, of course, is the ultimate, which is still Shadow Assault, and it's very similar to the former version. Rings the blade go out, he goes all sneaky and moves faster, and then the blades come back in. Using the ult grants him up to 2.5 seconds of invisibility, which is now undetectable besides turret vision, and the moving speed scales up now with rank, so he can be very fast during its use. One last tweak to it is that you can cancel the invis. If you do it with an auto or a Q, your blades will converge on your target's location rather than your own. That is Talon's reworked kit. With some of the changes in mind, let's take another look at the design goals they set out for this rework. Do you think the changes will accomplish these goals? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more updates, guides, and content from LOL King.